Introduction. Rehabilitation is a treatment or treatment designed to facilitate the process of recovery. After an injury, it is required to regain earlier habits or health conditions. Outdoor activities require to modify according to different type of disabilities. A deaf football player requires signal instead of whistle. Aquatic activities for children with disability can foster physical fitness and motor skill development within a physical education program and during the practical pursuit. It is a legal right to request the swimming as a part of IEP, Individualized Education Program, because an aquatic is listed as a component of physical education under the Individual with Disability Education Act, that is IDEA. Aquatic instruction for students with disabilities is either a luxury nor a therapeutic activity. Role of rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is to restore to a condition of good health, ability to work, or the like. Rehabilitation is defined as a set of measures that assist individuals who experience or are likely to experience disability to achieve and maintain optimum functioning in interaction with their environment. That is according to World Health Organization 2011. Instrumental in enabling people with limitations in functioning to remain in or return to their home and community, live independently and participate in education, the labor market or civic life. In an injury occur in physical education classes, immediate care should be provided in the rise, that is raise, ice, compression, elevation. Raise should be given immediately to the injured part or joint. Ice or a cold application should be administered immediately and removed after 20 minutes. Cold may be repeated in 1 to 1.5 hours, depending on the existence of the injury. The unavailability of the commercial cold pack should not deter this critical treatment. Food storage bag can be filled with ice cube or crushed ice. Compression and elevation reduce the internal bleeding and swelling. Without the ice and compression, intra-articular pressure from the swelling might stress structure such as ankle ligament. Just as if a person had twisted the joint, some type of the immobilization or rest is needed for musculoskeletal injuries. Rest promote the healing and induce the risk of the prolonged recovery time. If any injury is not being managed in an appropriate manner, the physical educator might recommend that the student see a medical professional. Many hospitals provide sports medicine services. This clinic or department are staffed by the sports physical therapist or athletic trainer. If an injured student is progressing normally towards the recovery, the physical education class might provide an opportunity for the exercises or activities that ameliorate the condition. The Blockport physical fitness test is the health-related and the criteria referred. These tests may be used to assist aerobic functioning, body composition, musculoskeletal functions, and the flexibility development following recovery from activity injuries. Importance of outdoor game. Team sports are popular way for individuals with disabilities to become involved in physical activity. In elite or inclusive setting, individuals with disabilities have excelled and continue to excel in amateur as well as a professional team sports. And many interscholastic and recreational sports programs encourage the participation of the individuals with disability on an integrated basis. Fully integrated sports is especially encouraged for the people with auditory impairment. In fact, as early as the late 19th century, people with auditory impairment were excelling in sports with non-impairment individuals. For example, William Edgeworth Dummy Holly was a Major League Baseball player from 1886 to 1902 and was noted as the first person with profound deafness to become a superstar in the game. He is regarded as the first person to use hand signal typically used by the umpire and the coaches. Hoy was inducted into the Clinical Red Hall and Fame in 2003. Kenny Walker, professional football, and Kurt Pride, professional baseball, are other examples of deaf individuals who have excelled in sports. Both got signal from manager or coach and the team player while on the field. In other sports including floor hockey, basketball, and volleyball, which are played in a relatively small area, very few modifications might need to be made. In volleyball and official pulling, the net might signal the beginning and ending of play. On the other hand, sports played out of door on a large field might require more modification. For instance, in football and soccer, flag and hand gesture can supplement whistles as a signal. For the deaf player, a bass drum on the sideline might signal the snap of the ball instead of quarterback's verbal cadence. That is the National Federation of the State High School Association, 2003. There are teams composed entirely of deaf players who compete against individuals without disabilities. Many organizations now provide a sports program for the athlete with disability. The USA Deaf Sports Federation, that is USA DSAF, and its international counterpart, the International Committee on Sports for the Deaf, Committee International des Sports des Deaf, offer competition solely for those with hearing impairment. CISS is the member of the International Olympic Committee. USA DSF team events include baseball, basketball, ice hockey, soccer, softball, team handball, and volleyball, in which athletes are classified according to gender and the degree of hearing loss. These sports are regularly featured at Deaflympic, formerly the World Game for the Deaf, and follow International Sports Federation rules with some minor adjustment. The Deaflympic occur even 2 years alternative between the summer and winter game, because for few modifications are needed for the people with hearing impairment to participate in team sports. Other sports organizations such as National Beef Basketball Association, NBBA, Special Olympic, and the National Disability Sports Alliance, that is NDSA, have been formed to meet the needs of individuals with disabilities for segregated sports competition. However, Special Olympic promote team sports competition for individuals with intellectual disabilities in totally inclusive setting. This program is known as Unified Sports. Beep, baseball, goalball, quad rugby, and wheelchair softball are relatively new team sports designed for players with disabilities. Aquatic activity program for disabled. Adapted Aquatic modified the aquatic teaching environment, skilled facilities, equipments, and instructional strategies for people with disabilities. Aquatic activities program can include different type of aquatic activities, including instructional and competitive swimming, small craft, boating, water acrobatics, skill diving, and scuba diving. Individualized instructional planning begins with defining which skills as the participant need to learn and assessing the present level of performance in those skills. Before performing the assessment, an instructor should determine the skills to be assessed. To help the prioritize skill questions such as these should be asked to the participant or caregiver. What is the participant interested in learning? What are the important safety skills for the participants? Where will the participant use a skill outside the classes? What equipment does the family have? What are the medical, therapeutic, educational and recreational needs of the participant? After looking at all these possible skills that are important for a participant, the instructor look at the list of the determiner if there are many respect skills. Skill common to many of the questions just listed should become the prioritized to assess and then be taught if they are lacking. Assessment items that determine the present level of performance in these skills should be developed. Importance of aquatic for disabled. Aquatic activity can enhance the physical fitness and motor skill development within a physical education program. Physical educator, school administrator, parent, related professional, and special education teacher must be educated about the importance of aquatics activity. The physical and psychological effect of aquatic for students with disabilities are more pronounced and significant than for the student without disabilities. Because of the buoyancy effort by the water, many people whose disabilities impair mobility on land can function independently in the aquatic environment without assistance of brace, cruise, walker, or wheelchair. Although adapted aquatic does not focus on therapeutic water exercise, warm water to facilitate the muscle relaxation, joint range motion, that is the ROM, improve muscle strength and endurance. Swimming strengthens the muscles that enhance the postural stability necessary for locomotor and object control skills. Water supports the body, enabling a person to possibly walk for the first time, thus increasing the strength for walking on land. Adapted aquatic also enhances breath control and cardiovascular fitness. Blowing bubbles, holding one's breath, and inhalation and exhalation during the rhythmic breathing of swimming. Stroke improve respiratory functions and oral motor control. Adding in the special speech development, that's the Martin 1983. Importance is not limited to the physical realm. Water activities that are carefully planned and implemented to meet individual needs provide an environment that contributes to psychosocial and cognitive development. As a student with a physical disability, learn to move through the water without assistance, self-esteem, and self-awareness improve. Moreover, the freedom of movement made possible by the water boosts the morale and provide an incentive to the maximize potential in other aspects of rehabilitation, according to Corey, 1996. The motivational and therapeutic properties of water provide a stimulating learning environment. Some instructors even reinforced academic learning, successfully integrating the cognitive concept during water game and activities centered on math, spelling, reading, and other concepts. Participants might count laps, drive for summers, plastic letters, or read their workout from whiteboard. These type of activities also help the participant improve judgment and orientation to the surrounding environment. Fear is diminished when the aquatic instructor and the swimmer easily communicate. In addition to communication skills, a thorough understanding of proper participant positioning, guiding, and supporting is essential. Proper method of transferring, touching, and supporting participant in the locker room, on the pool decks, and in the pool will also develop relationship based on trust, knowing how to use and work all the adopted equipment. Wheelchair and the flotation device provide an atmosphere of efficacy and safety that makes everyone feel comfortable. Likewise, holding someone with a firm and balanced grip as close as safety and comfort allow to communicate, care, and establish trust and rapport. In addition, an environment in which the instructor exhibits a consistent personality provides discipline methods that are flexible but consistent uses, caring, behavioral insurance, and provides balance and control. Physical handling promotes trust, security, and mental adjustment. Conclusion. Rehabilitation has the great role for disabled to regain their body function after injury. It is a step to make a disabled person an able one. In the rehabilitative activities, program outdoor and aquatic activities play a great role. Outdoor program can enhance the awareness with the environment, leading to social adjustment. Aquatic activities can enhance the physical fitness and motor skill for disabled. It improves muscle strength and endurance. Swimming enhances the postural stability necessary for locomotor and object control skill. Water supports the body, enabling a person to possibly walk for the first time. Adapted aquatic also enhanced breath control and cardiovascular fitness. The motivational and therapeutic properties of water provided a stimulating learning environment. Participants improve judgment and orientation to the surrounding environment. Due to buoyancy, body move in water is easier because body weight in water is 90% lighter than normal. So, aquatic activity is one of the best mandatory for disabled. Thank you. Have a nice day.